thing here is that S1 used to think that Ness wins the matchup,
But do they win
and
on...
now he doesn't anymore.
Okay, well, they chose Town and City for the first match.
This is an interesting stage pick because both characters kill earlier here.
Yeah.
And it kind of depends on who gets the setup.
I guess it's also, you know, the thing like Ryu, Shoryuken, yeah, kills earlier, but it's gonna kill you anyway.
Yeah,
like,
you're
I feel
right,
like
yeah.
it will rarely make the difference for Ryu.
Yep.
Whereas for Ness, it just might. Either way, of course, no Ryu's gonna complain when you take him to Town City.
I mean, Ryu will kill way earlier too. It's just that he kills so early that people don't notice it as quickly. But believe me, he definitely kills a lot earlier here. It's kind of ridiculous. Back throw will do it. Oh no, good DI by Petrino. I thought that was it.
Of course, no. Oh!
Oh,
The single hit of the yo-yo.
yep. Didn't get the confirm that he wanted to get the kill, but nonetheless, Petrino off stage again. Gets it by the Shoryuken. And that's why it's kind of hard to mess with it. Gets the approach from Petrino, catches it with the up air.
Yeah, Ryu's approach is one of his weaknesses in general.
Oh yeah.
Versus Ness, like Ness is gonna try to wall him out with forward air, but what's interesting is that back air actually beats Ness forward air.
Yep. Yeah, right.
But again, that's just one option, you know. It's what you have to do.
Yep. The thing with Ryu is that he can intercept combos pretty well, as we see with Shoryuken.
Yeah.
And I can help it, but every time Petrino uses that move, I just have to laugh because of the fact that that set that he had against Alexiao during PPT.
Oh god.
Where he just like Shoryuken 5 times in a row,
Yeah.
and Alexiao was like on the other side of the stage.
It was like, okay.
Made like no sense, and now every time he does it, I'm reminded of that.
Of course, PPT, great tournament series. There will be one this January, actually.
Yep.
So keep your eyes open for that, I believe on Geeky Goon Squad.
Yeah,
But first we got Patrick and his one here on Avalon. Patrick is having a really hard time getting those hits in on S1.
Yeah.
He's about to be left in percent. And if he doesn't find something quick, he's gonna be down 2 stocks.
Yep.
There it is. Drop
There
kick.
it is, the stock. I did like how he was patient in the corner though, but S1 got out of it, didn't roll inward, which was a habit that he used to have, but he doesn't do it as often anymore. Wow.
There it is.
The
There it is.
Petrino, Shoryuken. The thing is that
A total of 12 invincibility frames in under a second.
yeah. And the thing is, the interesting thing is that whenever he lands with a true Shoryuken, Ryu actually doesn't have landing lag. So
Yep, it's Link can do the same.
once he lands, it's like immediately another Shoryuken. So you have to get him before he touches the ground.
Yeah, it's kind of like your edge cancel on the stage itself.
Yep.
With an up special. It's really weird.
Yep. Petrino is still finding himself in a disadvantaged position though, as S1 is keeping him in the corner.
Yeah,
And
but then he has to get out, and you can see him opt for the back air because it's probably the only thing, or at least his best option to beat out the walling options of Ness. We can see like multiple bears flying and flying and flying as he's trying to get out of the corner, but in the end it's still kind of lackluster. If that's, you know, your only decent option.
yep, that is it.
Because S1 is gonna know the back air is coming.
I mean, the thing is, you're right. And then you just get knocked off stage, as we see, and like Ryu's recovery is not that good. PK Thunder will
Okay, I
seal
would have
the
liked
deal.
to see the up smash. I know it's a horrible move, but I think it still would have killed.
I mean, it has some uses. For example, on a cross-up punish, if somebody does an aerial behind you and it's punishable, you can do up smash because it's a pretty strong option.
Yeah.
But in that case, you just want to up air and seal the deal. I mean, that move is so ridiculous. Get that stock out of there.
Yeah. I wonder what's stronger, fully charged up smash or Ness's up air, because I know the up air is stronger than a non-charged up smash.
I think the up air is actually stronger.
Oh
than the
wow,
fully charged.
that's actually kind of sad if that's true.
And the up air can also connect like mid-air, which is closer to the blast zone.
So Petrino is taking him to Lilac Cruise.
Interesting pick. I do think that the slopes of the stage kind of help Ryu because it allows him to get his aerials closer to the ground. The second thing is that the ledges can mess up the recoveries for Ness mainly.
And this is pretty bad for Patrick. Already have a deficit, and I think this matchup is just so much easier if you get the first few hits in.
That's for both characters, because both characters just want the opponent to approach and be like, hey, now you have to approach me. Now I can do damage on you if you make a mistake and like kill you really early.
Yeah, the thing is, Ness is better at walling, but Ryu's punishes are way harder.
Yep.
So all around, whoever has the lead is in a pretty sweet position. Of course, if there's any character who can make a comeback, it is Ryu.
Yep, Ryu's a comeback man. Ness at the same time as well, though.
Yo, did the focus attack just go over his giant head because of the slope at the edge of Lilat?
Yep. Ness is a small guy, except for the hat when he actually throws that up air.
But apparently the slope on Lilat is enough. There it is.
That will be it.
Much like the final stock on the first game. Classic PK Thunder knock him back to the stage.
Gets a grab. Ooh, I like that option. Oh, the PK Fire to stuff the focus attack.
Okay, now getting some up tilts. Good SDI by S1.
Wow, he waits, but he doesn't get anything out of it.
He was pretty smart to, you know, recognize his own floatiness and SDI up towards the platform.
Yeah, exactly. And S1 is so good at like covering all that space with those hitboxes, the PK Fire, and then just going over it with the forward air, just to cover all that space. That is so significant.
Forward tilt, actually seeing some use out of forward tilt in S1's gameplay. Like, I've seen it used like a couple of times today, and before I never saw S1 use forward tilt. So
the up air will do it again.
I wonder if the forward tilt is part of S1 trying to play a little bit more aggro-ness, although I wouldn't really know what use it has specifically.
I mean,
but S1 did say he was trying to work on a more aggro style of Ness.
You're right. I think he also tries to work on his ground game, because I feel like that's kind of, it's his character's weakness, but also kind of his weakness because he's used to fighting in the air because he plays Ness a lot. And I think that's why his ground game could improve a little. The F tilt has a few uses in the fact that it's actually pretty fast, and it can knock the opponent away from you if you're in a pressure situation.
Oh, and a 3-stock. Just Rio, so much trouble to approach, so much trouble to get back to the ledge. And after that quick set, I'm actually gonna head out and